If you can't tell by the background around me, I'm in Amsterdam. I'm going to this cafe right now to just like settle in and plan out my weekend here. But I just keep on getting distracted because everywhere I look, it's actually so stunning. I'm here for a long weekend. So it's Friday now and I leave Sunday at like 10 p.m. So I don't fully know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna go to this coffee shop that I found online and just plan out my weekend. Tonight I have a canal boat tour, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm honestly just excited to eat right now. All I brought to Amsterdam was this backpack and this fanny pack. So I'm traveling very light and it honestly feels really good to not be lugging around a suitcase or just have to worry about that. That is enough talking for now. I'm going to go get some food and I will see you when I get to the cafe. I just finished getting some coffee and pastries at the cutest cafe ever, as you guys saw from the clips. It was so fascinating. They had this guest book where people could write little entries, and it was so beautiful to read through it and see everyone's different experiences, especially because I think so many people from all around the world have been in that cafe, potentially even sitting in the same seat as I did. And I think it's so beautiful to just see where everyone is at in their life and all of their perspectives. So some updates. I went to 2 bookstores. The first one I went to was Waterstones, and then I went to this one called an American bookstore. I forget the name, but I ended up getting this book that has been on my TBR for quite some time, Braiding Sweetgrass. I started to read it. They had the cutest little nook where you could just read and chill for a second, and I started to read it and I became so captivated by it. I honestly didn't want to stop reading it, but then I was like, Erin, you're in Amsterdam, you have to get outside. So I tried to step outside a little bit. I got some food and now I'm heading to my hostel to check in. I took a fat nap and now I'm going to my bike tour. So I'm feeling still a little sleepy because I just woke up, but it's really good that I took a nap because I needed it.
picture of like the harbor every day.
Enamored even more.
Like,
good morning and happy Saturday. It is a pretty sunny day here. I'm a little scared because I do see a very big gray cloud in the distance, so it might not be sunny for long, but oh my gosh, I need to tell you guys about last night because last night was amazing. I was at this restaurant called Linguini Trattori. I'm so butchering that, but it was this really nice Italian restaurant that I found online, and I was sitting at the counter by myself, just eating my food, you know, enjoying the vibes, and the like hostess sits down a girl next to me, and she's also by herself. And I first noticed she's like reading her Kindle, and I was like, wait, that's so cute. In my head, I was like, Erin, this could be a great opportunity. You can make a friend. I did just like want to talk to someone. That was like my goal on this trip, is just to like spark up a conversation with someone. But she actually made the first move in terms of starting the conversation, and she asked me if my food was good because she ordered the same thing, and I was like, yeah, it's really delicious. And then I asked her where she's from, and she said she's from Canada, but now she's living in Texas. And I was like, no way, I'm from the States, but I'm living in Spain right now. And so it was just super cool to be able to just like talk with her. When we finished eating dinner, then we got drinks at this one bar nearby. We got these like really delicious cherry beers. I really, really enjoyed it, and it just felt so nice to like make conversation and have connection. And it's crazy that these things happen even when I'm so far away from home, that like I can just make little connections wherever I am in the world. And this morning I went to Saint Jean, I don't know how to pronounce it. That is this bakery that's really, really popular. And I ended up getting this chai cruffin, which I'm assuming is a croissant muffin. And it looks really good, so I'm excited to see if it's actually worth the like 15-minute wait. So we will see together. Hello. So I'm currently at Vondel Park, and this park is so beautiful. I love it so much because it's so big. Like, I've been walking for 20 minutes and I still feel like I haven't even discovered like the half of it. As you guys saw in the past couple clips, I went to this really delicious brunch place and I got shashuka, which was so good. And then after that, I visited this one market that was nearby. And oh my gosh, that market was magical. The first place I went to was this lady who does artwork, and she turns her artwork into postcards. And so I was just drawn by her art style. She uses watercolors and she paints so beautifully. So I ended up just like perusing her art, and I was really drawn to some of the ones she did about Amsterdam. And then we just started talking, and she asked me where I'm from, and we just like really got into depth. She told me that she recently went through a divorce and how that's been just like a catalyst for so much change in her life and how art is so helpful. She also talked about studios and how she's trying to find a studio and she would love to just curate a place where people can get together and share travel journals. And then I showed her my journal, and it was so cute because she was flipping through the pages of my journal and she was just like, wow, you write so beautifully. And it was just like the most wholesome interaction. She even was feeding me raisins. She was like, have some raisins. And she just kept on going on. She got these flowers from someone early today, and she made me smell the flowers and shut my eyes and just take in the moment. And it was so, so sweet. I loved her energy so much. And I was going to buy stuff anyways, but that kind of just solidified that I was like, I got to support. And we followed each other on Instagram. But I'll show you some of her artwork because it's so beautiful. The first is this tulip field by this like windmill that she painted. Right now is tulip season here in Amsterdam, so it feels very on theme. And then this other one is of these houses that are like the traditional, very narrow Amsterdam houses with the canal, and you can see the reflection of the houses on it. And I just think it's so beautiful. I walked around the market some more and I got this bracelet. And then I also got some oranges because I feel like it'd be really fun to just like sit in the park and eat some oranges, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Good morning. It is my last day in Amsterdam and I'm very sad about it. I have fallen in love with Amsterdam so much. The last time I saw you guys, I was at the park. What park was it? Vondel Park. And then after that, I stopped at this Mediterranean restaurant. And it's a restaurant I had no idea about before coming to Amsterdam. But when I was just walking to Vondel Park, I saw it and the vibes looked really good. And I was right. I went there and it was so, so magical. It's one of those places that you enter and immediately get like a whiff of just like home cooked meals, and it's very cozy inside. Like everyone that was eating there knew the workers, and the workers were so friendly. They like would come sit at your table for a little bit and like light the candles at your table and like ask about your day. And the food was delicious. It was one of those moments where I was eating by myself and I was eating so incredibly slow. Because one, I wanted to savor the food because it was delicious. But two, I just didn't want the moment to end. I literally wanted to freeze time and just like be in that restaurant for hours and hours and hours. The man was so sweet. The worker, he gave me an orange after too because I was like, the food was so good. I never wanted it to end. And he was like, have an orange. And I ate the orange and it was delicious. And then after that, I went to this one jazz cafe, which the line was super long to get into, but I was steadfast in my desire to go because it was pouring rain and I was standing outside in the rain, just like literally no umbrella, no hood, no nothing, just standing there waiting in this line because I heard so many good things about it. And so I finally got in after like 30 minutes of waiting. And when I got in, the vibes were amazing. It was so nice because the jazz music was amazing and the people in there were super friendly. Then I just went back to the hostel and today I checked out. I'm about to go to this, it's called intuitive drawing or intuitive sketching, and it's based around the spring solstice that's happening, I think today or sometime soon. And you create art with like materials that are made from nature. So I'm super excited about this. I found this on Instagram of just like things to do in Amsterdam this weekend, and it seems just like a very grounding place to be. And I just know that the people that go there are going to be very like-minded and just have great energy. You will come along with me and see what I get up to, but I'm super excited to have a really nice and relaxing and grounding last day here in Amsterdam.